Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's your boy PB, man. Another rap battle recap, man. I'm checking out SK versus Young Kannon today, man. Now, get right into it, man. Round one, SK went first. SK he came out that gate gunning, man. He came out the gate gunning. It was cool, but I looked at it, like, hey, this is Young Kannon you're going against, so you really have to tear into this guy because if you don't, then it could be trouble. Now that first round by SK, I'm like, all right, he might have went a little light, but he touched bases on some things, and like my favorite line of that was like basically it's like describing how his mother is synonymous to the city of Chicago, saying, hey, that chick a go, so that was like the final line that he dropped, but it was the build up to it was nice as fuck, man. SK one of those, one of those nice niggas that's out of street status. So I give him props that first round. Young Kannon went in his first round. Man, Kannon just one of these Chicago MCs, a vet at that. He just one of these cats that'll take on anybody, man. And that first round, if it's any round that's debatable in this battle, is that first one. And that first round, I would say that boy Young Kannon, slight edge over SK. And I was looking forward to seeing a hell of a battle from that point because I'm like, well, damn, SK got somebody that's gonna slug back with his ass. I mean, this is not just a typical rapper that you're rapping against, SK. This is Young Kannon who's been on that main stage in the URL. He has a straight connect with URL, whether it's PG, whether it's main stage, one off, it don't matter. Young Kannon is a guy that they can call to say, hey, I'll battle a motherfucker and don't trip. So this is just one of those battles now. Second round is controversial because I think a day or two after that battle drop, Young Kannon had released this audio of what really happened at the second round of that SK battle. And SK choked for about a good minute plus. So I'm like, well, damn, we didn't see it in footage because street status edits their footage, and that's another thing. I don't give a fuck about people editing the footage because some shit needs to be edited. I don't want to see a cat up there choking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bad enough he did it in front of the actual crowd. Now the viewer don't need to see that shit. Now, if y'all want to get into editing some shit, why don't we edit out some of these corny bars or some of these filler ass bars that some of these cats will drop in there in the middle of their fucking round or something? Let's edit that shit now. Let's see what people are talking about as far as editing. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some of that shit we be hearing that don't make sense that should be edited. But anyway, man, he choked. SK choked. Bottom line. Now, second round. Young Kannon might have had one of the best second rounds in history. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. If there's a top 10 of good second rounds, he now has two of them. That one against Go, and then that one, and then this one in this battle with SK. Two hell of a second rounds. So that second round, man, he just killed this dude, man. This second round, it was just it was a wrap pretty much, man. I mean, it didn't make sense, man. Cause it got to a point in that second round where he was spitting so tough that young Elders was just sitting there like, he had to cover up and cringe a little because he's like, damn, this motherfucker is going in there overkill on SK. And Young Kannon definitely did go in overkill on SK. So that's second round, 2-0. Now the third round, me personally, I don't think that SK ever recovered from that second round slip up. Third round was average. He had some words here and there, but it wasn't consistent, man. It wasn't consistent. It was kind of like if they were fighting and he got that black swollen eye, he could not see out that swollen eye, man. So basically he was in this fight with one eye, dude. Young Kannon he's too swift with bars, punchlines, setups, rhyme cadence, delivery, performance. He's too much of a vet for somebody to be in there fighting with one eye. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that third round, it wasn't enough. It was probably like the least of all of Young Cannon's rounds. First was good. Two, pretty much a classic. Third round, he didn't have to do much. It was still good, but he didn't have to do much. I just don't feel like it was better than the first or second, but it was enough to get the job done. So in that instance, you're looking at your boy Young Cannon having him a 3-0. And if some people want to attach body bag to that, they could because of that second round. But me personally, that first round was too close for it to just be a body. Now, had that first round been a wash by Young Cannon and SK just didn't have a shot, then I would gladly say 3-0 body bag. But I would just say this is a 3-0, man. So there it is, man. Young Cannon 3-0 over SK with street status. Shout out to both of them. Both of them could get down. This just wasn't one of SK's best performances. The dude is nice, man, but he didn't bring it this one. Hey, it happens in some fights, man. But anyhow, man, it's your boy PB, man. Another rap battle recap. Y'all know my motto. We all have our opinions. Feel free to comment, subscribe. It's not taken personal. Holla.